kilinye birika masuma kunda Amadou Bojang waye sangarango Mansarin kilinye birika masuma kunda Amadou Bojang waye sangarango Munala kilinye birika masuma kunda Amadou Bojang waye sangarango Bojang sangaranga ini urala ilo dulale bambanda wala tinambe jamuna ba MODOU
is that Gambians are strong. They're strong people. They love their country.
I think we apologize that we're a little bit behind on the TV because my mic was mute, I think, because of the long, waiting. But then once again, I'm going to repeat these questions, Madam Ambassador. You just arrived in the country to start your tenure. What has been your biggest impression of the country, people, or anything so far?
Yes, thank you, Pa.
Okay.
I have just returned from a 3-day tour of the country, from Banjul to Batoto and back. And I have to say that I am impressed with the Gambians. They are strong people, very strong people. They love their country. It's clear. They have sacrificed a lot over time, but now they are ready to give voice to their concerns, their challenges, and their successes. And I value those voices. I'm eager to hear those voices. And I've heard a lot on this trip. So I'm eager to engage with Gambians. I am an active ambassador. I like getting outside of the embassy and talking to people and seeing our projects and what we're doing, the U.S. government's doing around the country. And this is the first of many trips I will take.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'll go into the translation as we do it like that. Badi mo butung ambassador ngani nka minna wala mnyende ko sign na nata banko kang. Kabira futata banko kang mune keta la je fengo la je kulu ate kul minje pura se feng fonya woto. I mean fonya woto wala mnyende ko a kontanta bake kana Gambia baring abe tenda menga bota nan tourner la banko karo bela. Kabo fato to kana fojang wakamala kai minje Gambian koluto anil imanyalo to waya kontane bake katuko ay jela ko Gambian kol mum mollete mene yalo ko yela jimba ko kanu bakele sako sayin ako Gambian kol pareta le pour e kango sella moyno e kango se fono yo nyentembo to wodiata e bakele ando ning ala sondate mo ambassador te me yalo ko active ambassador lo amanna doron kasidula kili bara be dunna dulal betole kajibe roke kalamoy roke amunta nyenne katala nyenen kar koti yo nyenen kar fulanjamo lafta nyenen kala minna worom nyenti ko jannen abinana banko kanjam mati karo kono Gambia dingol min yalon ko wolle be tuwabudu ani bentale ani kachata so lafta nyenen kala wala ani yemune kacha. The next section will be before your arrival in March. You met with some prominent diaspora Gambians in the U.S. Mm-hmm. What did you discuss with them?
Well, I did have an opportunity to meet with about 20 representatives of the Gambian diaspora in New York City, hosted by the New York City mayor. So that was a wonderful opportunity before I arrived to actually sit down and talk to people. Again, Gambians who love their country, who love Gambia, who have also been very successful in the U.S. These were people like Al Hassan Suso.
Al Hassan Suso.
Yeah, Al Hassan Suso.
Okay.
Who was in 2019 awarded the best teacher in New York State. New York State has the biggest educational system in the United States. And he was designated the best teacher in New York State.
Okay.
That is a huge honor. And Al Hassan Suso was recently back here visiting the Gambia. And we talked about the state of education. We talked about women's empowerment, health, a number of issues. He's interested in bringing the tools and the knowledge that he's learned in the U.S. back here to the Gambia to improve the quality of education here in the Gambia. And I am eager to partner with him. This is an opportunity to work with the diaspora in New York and Atlanta and other places, learn what capacities they have to bring back to the Gambia and to work with them.
Okay. Thank you very much, Madam Ambassador. Budum badi ngolu lamoy lalo nin jibe lal be dawda Ambassador ngani nin kaminna wala nyindi ko jannabina jam match karo kono anin Gambian kolu benta America la min yalon ka ni kacha so de ngani nin kay mune kacha Ambassador na da mentande na wala jannabina nin Gambian ko do benta me yalon ka bita fo mom wanyo o mom wangol kono min yalon ko wala faram sata baka ya to fo wala Mr. Susoti me yalon ko atemu tichaleti New York State ma fangola ako ni nata jibe karangola fannala New York State itolo dinkerate dami yalon ko karango warta ja sembo warta bari wot karangola waro karambo la siya nyaawo nyani waro nyim Mr. Suso mimu Gambia noti inata best teacher award ya telela so wokono ana bentale e kachata ye kuja male kacha ako nyinte mboto fa wo Mr. Suso nata murumuru ngona Gambia janne ye minulu kacha wala boko karangola fannala ibe wojir wandla no nyaadi de Gambia anim Mr. Suso fana experience bin soto ana London dongol min soto America abinala nyaadi le kawolu Londino Gambia isaje ko ise Gambia nafa ako worketa kuleti me yalon ko ani ye wokatal ako andum fana ni nata jibe pour anin woli e bulo du nyokono diaspora ka do ko ke ka Gambia yurwande ako wol fana mbe kulle kono mini ala ko wol be bala kata ko wadda kono amonta ambassador e nyinolda fonye. So Button Sai by the water maybe the what we only have 15 minutes in this program minute tang anilu damala bembol mba nyininkar saban nyininkarol si abata mbule barinde o nyininkarol be nyininkalo like I said I'm having so many questions to ask but unfortunately we only limited to 15 minutes and my third question will be what is the state of the U.S Gambia relationship today?
The state of the relationship today is very strong.
Very strong.
Very strong.
Okay.
The U.S. government, in partnership with the government of the Gambia and the people of the Gambia, is actually enhancing our relationship. Many of you may know that the U.S. government's Millennium Challenge count has now a threshold program, what we call a threshold program, which is usually the first entry of Millennium Challenge Corporation in a country. It's a $25 million 4-year effort to increase the efficacy and operations of NAWEC.
Okay.
The National
the National Electricity and Water.
Thank you.
Okay, good. NAWEC. That's our main board, yes.
Yes.
Good. Okay.
And so with this increased capacity, the Gambians will see more reliable and accessible electricity around the country. So that's a wonderful indication that our partnership is strong. We're investing in the Gambia. Also, USAID has just decided to appoint a country manager here in the Gambia, which hopefully will mean that there'll be more USAID programs here. I'm very hopeful about that. But now we have a very vibrant USAID program. Yes, that has helped the National Assembly with capacity training, with the justice system, with reforms. And also we have a U.S. Department of Agricultural cashew project, which I had a chance to visit on this trip. It's a project that has renovated about 10 kilometers of road that's given access to cashew farmers to domestic and international markets. It's also provided some access to financing, some training and good agricultural practices. And you probably know more than I do that cashews are a cash
crops in this country
that improves the livelihoods of thousands of farmers. And this particular project will help 4,000, maybe 4,000, I think, close to 3,000 or 4,000 farmers. And then finally, I've got to mention Power Africa.
Power Africa.
Yes. I had an opportunity to visit a mini grid, solar grid up in Yamanar.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay.
This is a public-private partnership between the U.S. government, the government of the Gambia, and Unique Group, a private firm, Gambian-owned firm. They are providing electricity for 4,000 people in that community. It has been a game changer for that community. You have entrepreneurs that now have access to electricity. You have schools and health clinics and mosques that have access to electricity, and homes for students to do their work after dark, their homework after dark. This has been a huge transformation of this community. And this organization, this entrepreneur of Unique Group has plans desires to move to other communities around the country.
Okay.
So we're very pleased.
Okay. Badi ngolo butunganyi nkamin na wolomo America Banco anin Gambia Banco ila kafunyo yabe nyadile nyintembo to ila tere yabe nyadile. Ambassador imentande na wolom nyindiko ila kafunyo ya ni la tere yabe bambandine andabe lori. Ako ni nata jibe fang kuo dole findite kafo mi new millennium goal ni nata jibe Gambia famo dabe okono bakere. Ako kuja male bije mini alon ko isa wolu ko keno in Gambia. Bara nata jibe fana ko ni nata jibe mi alon ko wala keta nawekti. Bari ni nata jibe bi nawek mu problem olete na nyembanko ka. So I attended fana ko kodo soto mi alon ko abita for almost $25 million. Mi alon ko sanjinani project ko lo prokaje ko ibe nawek sembentu yala nyadile isaje lo jio adin kurangola fanala. Ako anda bota tama wala ay opportunity soto ka project ko visite no mini alon ko tata yamanar ma fawana. Wokono ako mod mini alon ko wolom kasu senalalti ibe wol fana mako e kanne mini alon ko asita fo mi alon ko abita fo senelak wuli nani wolle fana be profit kan wo project ko nyin kono ako ando America be continue la kaje ko ibe idin Gambia be bulodu na nyoko na nyaadi la kaje ko ni yiru walla fannala kajelu topoto kendeke ako anda manna da wala ni nata jibe training na fannala fanan ibe kuja mande kera amunta ninga summarize ninna mu koti mi yalon ko America la ambassador mi yalon ka be siri banko kam ay wole ta ya fonjana. Now I'm going to ask the final question. So we're running out of time.
Thank you.
I will do justice. We're just gonna ask the final question. The U.S. government, which you are representing, has been very supportive of the Gambia's transitional justice initiative.
Mm-hmm.
How big a priority is this for your government today?
It's a big priority because I understand it's a priority of the president of the Gambia and the people of the Gambia.
Mm-hmm.
So we are in full support of the people of the Gambia in this transition. We have provided technical assistance to review the TRRC.
Mm-hmm.
We have provided technical assistance to help develop a strategic plan. This is offshore assistance as needed, as requested by the Ministry of Justice. We have trained prosecutors, developed manuals that use good international practices, and we have plans to hold a national stakeholder conference when the white paper is issued to have a good dialogue about it. And that's something I think the U.S. government does well, to bring people together from all different backgrounds to talk, which is, I think, the most important thing. I've had an opportunity to listen to all people of all backgrounds, and including, I had an opportunity to talk with a women's organization called WAVE. They're doing really good work with victims. And some of them in the organization are also victims. And they are helping victims work through their trauma, provide livelihood activities for them, rehabilitate, and the like. And these women just want to be heard. You know, they want to be heard. And I think it's important that we bring people together so that they can talk and be heard. And solutions will come out of that.
Okay. Thank you very much, Madam Ambassador. Butum badi ngolonga nyinin kamin na wala mnyete ko ni nata jibe ka luwa londi anin ka tidimo londi na nyimbanko kam. Sako ning anata hadamadi yala nyantora ti min kata jang. Ambassador nyintandi ko jede omu fannale te mi yalon ko America banko be sularin je bakela. Ako ni nata je fang ye mo jamale fango train andi be mansakunda mako e kanne kaje ko ibe prosecutor lu train na no nyaadile anin kaje ko ni TRRC report of fang mansakunda e white paper findindi it will be silale yaje ko mol mini alon ko wala stakeholders to wala mol mini alon ko wala be dabe nyin ko kono kabrim police lo bammo dolu ni mo kota e base si nyin kaito kunto ye kacha sotala bayri wala mu kuti me alon ka se Gambia sambano anata musu kafo do fo mini alon ko ka fo wave wol mo musolle te mini alon ko victim kafo lo ako wolude ibe sulare minna wala moli e moy andu laftala kadiyamu moli e moy so abe kumaya la bakele pour kaje ko dialogue yake moli e sinda mali e kacha isaje wol fanambe diyamu la no nyaadi le moli e moy ako bare nin sula kube America la bake wala mu kaje ko nyin transitional justice wala mu nyin nyantol mini alon ko tinyata janin kukota ngon kaje ko wonbe kala no nyaadi so waya sabo America yi dadu ndanyin ko kono bakele ka moluta ke train mol min yalon ko wolle be kitindiro kele ka homini prosecutor bar wonya ibe silale ye man sakunda la kayti ko yobatu e ka fomi government white paper. I'm afraid this is that was the last question, but I said that was the last question. Now can I file the final I would love to find the final question. Yes, that is in the that is because I have so many questions, but I decided to ask just few. In the areas of economy and local entrepreneurship, what can Gambians look back at today and say, thank God for the United States?
Well, I hope Gambians treasure the partnership with the United States, the long-term partnership that generated private sector investment in this country, that improved their lives, that created quality education and health services. All of this, I think, can come from the investments that we're making today. The Millennium Challenge Corporation's $25 million to help improve the generation and the access to electricity, like it is in that small community in the north. It's going to be a game changer. For Gambians all over the country. If they can have access to reliable electricity, they're going to be able to create more jobs, invest in businesses, schools and health clinics and mosques and other religious institutions and academic institutions will have the power to work and do what they do best.
Okay.
You know, for a long time to come.
Okay. Butum badi ngodo wala katana nyininka laba wati nga nyininka minna wala mnyenti ko tumala minna do kukuri be kering anin kukota ngodo Gambian kolu fanambe koma jibera nyadide ku jibe ya fo nyinde a America aparaka baki kabiri ngabe wodula jabila ako Gambian kolu de fenyamale be ning America tema ko nina ta jibe fam bimu investment wala mo safaroti din America di ka safaron min kaja ko be daba ko ko don ako ban nina da jibe fanan kurango la fannala mino fanan be mu kulete bene alon ko iba ko konole andum Gambian ko wati bina ko mata fanga ya fanyama be kala game changer lati wala mo ko be falen na wati bina bari nina da jibe bota da min solar plant le visite bene alon ko pour ka kuran ko so ne andino so amunta ko nina da nyimbe jibe wati le bina wati me alon ko ate mera fan Gambian ko selo wo project ko la Kenya la ya fo ala baraka bake America ko ando nina da jibe kafunyo yambe Gambian America tema o man dati bi wo meta bakele for a very long time so amunta nyine kata ambassador Jabiroti. Madam Ambassador, you've been in this country. I know this is not your first time coming to this country. You've been coming to this country before being appointed officially as an ambassador.
Yes.
Tell me, what has been your favorite dish in the Gambia?
I think it's Benajin.
Benajin.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes. Fish.
Fish, not meat.
No.
Okay.
I'm a fish eater. I don't eat too much meat, but actually, you know, I've had it many different ways with chicken and beef, and I love it.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Madam Ambassador. I will not waste your time again. What would be your last word, not in life, but on this show? What would be your last word to the people of to the communities in Brikama, and also the Gambian communities in the diaspora, because they are all watching right now? So what would be your last word for them?
Well, I want to thank all Gambians for the wonderful welcome I've received upon arriving in the Gambia. As positive, this is not my first time in the Gambia. I traveled here as a university student 40 years ago, and I had a warm welcome then, and the people of the Gambia have not changed. They have welcomed me again as the U.S. ambassador, and I am eager to get out and get to know and talk to many of you, as many as I can over the next 3 years, and partner with you and the government of the Gambia to help build this country the way you want it built.
Okay. Butom badi ngolunga anyinen ka minna wolom nyende ko munebe kelala kuma labamoti pro yem programme ko na toliye minebe Brikama jam Gambia anin Gambian ko mini alon ko e be banta. So I wajabe ro di wolom nyende ko a kontanta bake Gambian ko mini alon ko ani bijam kado ko Gambia mu dulati dulami alon ko dula kuma balong ando nyemman kala na foloti kana Gambia hani wato me yalon ka tabe karamala be university akana Gambia janne ando anene tata non dula do to le dami yalon ka kana Gambia yanka do ko ke kata. So ala najang umu fennete me yalon ko adia tay bake wakamala abe Gambian ko beten dula be jayila sako mini yalon ko in particular wolle be nyim programme o jibe kan anin eba ala moy kan. For that, we come to the end of this special short interview. It's such a short interview. I would like to have an hour with you because I've prepared multiple questions, but unfortunately, I was only able to file 4 questions. But nonetheless, we thank you very much for gracing this great interview.
And I thank you for being understanding. We have been traveling for the last 3 days, and we're at the end of our travels. We just came from Soma and other places well beyond Soma. So I appreciate your understanding, and I will come back.
You'll come back. Thank you.
Yes.
That's a promise. Well, Madam Ambassador promised that she's gonna come back to talk to you, people of Brikama and people of West Coast Radio, people of West Coast. So thank you very much, Madam Ambassador.
Thank you.
We really appreciate that. Badi wonunga nyinin kamina wala mnyandi ko tumana minna anata nyinin kar jamale be mburu nyanta min nyinin kara. Bare ay nyinna fonya ko tolu nyi wato be kono be tamona. Ni nata jibe na nyi interview fa na schedule pour 3:45 bare fotara jang almost after 5. So womu fennete me yaron ko nga understand ne kendeke bare I promise ordinary koning ala sonta abina janne wato do dami yalon kon nabe full interview sotala isaje ko kujamal min bebi je bini yalon kon laftelo na bayde kujamal bi jall lafta min katala e lafa democracy katala le lafta accountability katala le lafta corruption lo katala le bini yalon ko be caring ando America it almost partner that they are one of the most important partners of the Republic of the Gambia, so we cannot ignore this. So with that, we come to the end of this special edition.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Ambassador. Thank you.
Mansarin kilinye Brikama sumakunda Amudu bojang Waye sangarango Mansarin kilinye Brikama sumakunda Amudu bojang Waye sangarango Munala kilinye Brikama sumakunda Amudu bojang Waye sangarango ilo dulale bambanda wala tinambe jamuna ba MODOU yabangu dinkende ada fale pa MODOU ida be hero lukono Gambia melie demokrasi murundi nanga Gambia kono ba MODOU Bojang sangaranga ilo de la bango yela bango bondi mola hero media la hero mola hero media la hero baringa nyine lo alisiyo to kabona mandin kono atalla bota sangara madiba konne bala dugun nimbala fa bala gana din tawlajo mandi sibara mumenin sibi konne mun lay sangaranga pa MODOU ngoni mulde masaya nyinina ita de masaya nyinina mume kadi bota masa singule to Gambia atele kamanza ya birika mankulia landin sali bojang wala wulu hudela para edi nyuma wulu ba MODOU bojang nama sada dan zodima alamunni mela alamunni simayala ba MODOU bojang sangarango mansarun kilinye dika masumakunda ba MODOU bojang waye sangarango itala bota sefo bala dembo sandam bojang ibota alkali keke jamme bojang bala odamma ya yitandi koman sarule muiti